Hey, it's Jordan, the 1031 doctor. Today we're looking at a low price point deal for a triple net investment. And these type of deals I wanted to talk about today because this is a tertiary location, a freeway location, a low density location, basically a highway location. And I typically shy away from them unless there's a really good business behind it. Some of these deals do very well, and some of them can be very risky because the competitors can come in and eat their lunch, pardon the pun. But when you're talking about Denny's, you can get an IHOP that can compete with them, or a Mimi's, or something like that. Well, Mimi's is much higher end, but when they have control of a market like this for a breakfast, lunch kind of thing next to motels, I think you got a winner. But Camp Verde is an incredibly beautiful place and it's year-round traffic. It's northern Arizona, not far from Sonoma, and you've got the Camp Verde, the river going through there with all kinds of wildlife. It's absolutely beautiful, and they're going to have a lot of travelers, RV travelers. Arizona is very busy with RV travelers, and it's a beautiful place to live. Now, Camp Verde um, has a very low population, but in this deal, there's 8 years left on the lease, and that's enough time to satisfy me for some stability there. It's situated between three motels, which is really good, and obviously triple net. QK Holdings, they have about 90 locations. They sold it and are guaranteeing all the leases and they're saying an 8% rent to sales ratio being healthy. I would say that's just average or just okay. If it was 6, that would be healthy to me. That would be great. 7, I would call it good, and 8, I would call that average. You do not want to be at 9 and 10 with sit-down restaurants requiring waitresses and all that stuff. Yeah, that's a very hard situation. But you got a low price point deal about 1,570,000. They're asking a 6.5 cap. I would think with all the factors, including the low rent increases of 7.5% every 10 years, or every 5 years, excuse me, to be very low. So I would offer a 6.5, excuse me, I would offer a 7.25 on this deal. The price, I don't really think you could buy and build this for that price. So I think, you're doing okay there. It was built a long time ago, but it was renovated in '93 with the new store concept, and it's got a decent sized piece of land, and you're right in between the where you need to be with all the motels. But you see, you're dealing with a very small demographic here. Population 9,300, very low income or pretty low income. This is mainly a freeway deal, so you're dealing with people vacationing. Verde River Valley, their winding river, creates a habitat for bald eagles, hawks, blue herons, beavers, and otters. It's absolutely beautiful there. And it's near Prescott National Forest and not far from Sedona. There's horseback riding, off-road jeep tours, hiking, camping, canoeing, kayaking, fishing. This is really a nice place to visit, and it's year-round. So Denny's is really going to do well there, and I'm surprised their rent to sales is at 8%. I would imagine that their sales would be higher, but we can do a deeper dive analysis on what their sales actually are using Placer AI. So it was a 20-year deal. There's 8 years left. And here are the increases. It's only 7.5% every 5 years. And that is not so good. I don't like that. But that's why we're going to offer a much better cap rate. Here's some better pictures of the property. You see, it's kind of, it just is what it is. And but you see, it's the new concept. So they did a major remodel there. And I'm sure it'll work out. And look how beautiful this is. That's a beautiful place. And Avison Young, they're great brokers. I know David Malling and his brother from the old days. They're good brokers. And so that's basically it. I would grade this as a B property and maybe even B minus, only because there is a risk that you could, have a recession or a freeway closure or another pandemic, or so you never know. And this the travel here to Camp Verdes, let's say the plague came to Camp Verdes, this is going to die on a vine. The hotel's going to die. It's all going to die. But these are risks we take in life and in investing. And I would say at a low price point like that, you couldn't rebuild the property for that amount of money. So you're doing okay there. It's just what do you do when the lease is up? Hopefully they're still in business, or you're going to wind up with a mom and pop, or they're going to turn it into a Chinese restaurant. And no aspersions against Chinese restaurants moving into Denny's. I've actually seen that plenty of times. But this is a decent deal. I'd rate it a B, maybe B minus. And the credit, somebody with 90 units, that's at least $100 million company. They probably made, after paying back all their debt, they probably have 30 million bucks. And so you're dealing with two individuals that have a certain net worth. This is not major corporate credit, but this is a safe investment, low price point to make up your 1031 exchange if you have some extra boot left over. And if you're in an exchange, please reach out to me, Jordan at 1031doctor.com. We do 24-hour turnarounds for a full analysis on a triple net deal for $299. We also do full on-site inspections, and we also do brokerage for California clients. We've been doing that a long time, since 1986. I was a senior broker at Marcus and Millichap for many years. I know this industry like the back of my hand. I've been on LoopNet for almost 30 years, and I'm here to help. You can also call me at 310-721-7375. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.